three. Hi everyone, welcome back on a new episode of Beyond the Jersey. My name is Karen and I'm here with
Julie Alexander.
So Julie, what is your major here at UOP?
I am a fifth year communication major.
And what are your goals like once you graduate?
I'd really like to go to some form of secondary schooling, like graduate or master's degree. Haven't quite figured out where that is yet, but I'm working on it.
Oh, that's good. As long as you have like a set plan of what you want to do after.
Exactly. But when I finish this semester, I'll be done Pacific. So it's like I kind of need to think of it quickly, but I've also been told that like that stuff kind of just takes a little bit to figure out what you want to do, where you want to be.
Yeah, that is true. And what is your sport here at UOP?
I played women's soccer and beach volleyball as well.
And how long have you been playing soccer?
I played soccer for 4 years at Pacific, and before that, since, oh Lord, I have pictures of me since I was like 6, I guess, playing soccer, probably younger.
Did you always love the sport? Like, did you know like that sport was like meant for you?
I don't really know. I am a goalkeeper, and so it's like a very lonely and like a solo position. So it was like I liked the team sport, but it was like I was on my own, doing my own thing. So I think I enjoyed the fact that it was very much like individual for me. Like if my performance was bad, we would get scored on, rather than like a field player if they're struggling, like you can sub them in and out. Goalkeepers, you can't really sub in and out, so you have to be pretty consistent.
Aw, but that's pretty good because then you're like kind of working on yourself.
Yeah, it's a big mental game because it's like you're the person, the whole point of the game is to score. And you're the person that's trying to prevent scoring.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to be in the right mental space and prepare your like defense to help you out.
Yeah. And you said you also play beach volleyball?
Yes.
And how did you start like playing beach volleyball?
Back in high school, I was playing indoor volleyball for a while, and I just was a little bit tired of playing indoor volleyball, and I had heard about this opportunity to play on the beach and play outside, and it sounded like a lot of fun to me, so I tried it and played with a friend for a tournament, and then found out that it was a lot of fun, and so I continued playing, but I just played for that 1 year because of COVID, and then 4 years later at Pacific, I'm a senior in my spring semester, and I finished soccer, and soccer doesn't do anything in the spring semester, and I had a friend on the beach volleyball team who told me that they had a few injuries on the team, and so they were low on numbers and they weren't going to have enough numbers to compete, and she was like, do you want to come help us out? And I was like, yeah, I could play, I'll be on the bench. And then I ended up being like a full-fledged member of the team and playing in every event. Granted, I wasn't the best, like some of these girls out here are insane, but I just did what I could and helped out as I could, and it was probably the highlight of one of the highlights of my time here, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And did you ever feel like overwhelmed with like balancing the two sports, or?
Yeah, very much, because it's like, it's very much a sort of give and take as far as like, okay, I want to give my attention here, but my attention's needed here, and then with school on top of it, it was a struggle.
Yeah. And then like how did you like what like practices did you do, or like anything to like reboot like your mental health?
Oh, I have like frequent mental health days. I have been working with CAPS for the 4 years I've been here, and one of the things that I got most out of that is sort of making time for myself outside of sport, because I need it so much, and because it's a mental thing for me. So like on my days I reset, it's like I get to choose what I want to eat, if I want to watch something or not watch something, or color or do relaxing activities, and that would be my day. and that would sort of reset me. Sometimes I do it on the weekends, like right before the week.
Mm-hmm.
So but it's not like productive activities. It's like, okay, this is self-care.
Yeah.
Because if I said self-care and then I just spent the day like cleaning my room, folding my clothes, like that's like chores.
Yeah.
So it had to be stuff that wasn't like chore-wise, I guess.
Yeah, that's really good. It's very important to like be able to balance out everything, and especially your mental health, because if not, you're just gonna feel like you're going crazy sometimes.
Yep. And especially when my mental health would get worse, it would impact school. So if I was not in the right mental space from sports, it would impact my school, which in turn would impact me being able to play.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you have any like other advice for any like incoming student athletes or some athletes that are kind of struggling?
Find your resources, I guess, is mine. Like, I have been working with CAPS and I try and tell like all my teammates and anybody who needs it, like, there's so many amazing people there, there's resources on campus, and like sometimes it doesn't work. Like one of my best friends, she tried going to CAPS and she just couldn't find the right therapist, and that was for her. But for me, I found a person that I wanted to work with, but she found like some online resources and workbooks and stuff like that she could do on her own.
Yeah.
And that's what works for her. So I think there's a resource out there for everyone. You just kind of have to look for it.
That's good. Well, thank you so much, Julie. I'm Karen Nateras.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Bye. All right. Thank you, Julie.
Sorry about the pause.